Hi, I'm Wojciech from Brains and Beards, and I want to share with you today a quick tip that made me a better teammate. Enjoy! Sometimes we find ourselves in a situation with negative team dynamics. We might not get along with our colleague, our boss, or a different team in our organization, but we still have to collaborate with them to deliver something great together, right? Such a situation obviously can be really detrimental to the effects of our collaboration, so it's highly important we fix it. But how do we do it? One of the ways I deal with it is trying to maintain a curious mindset. Remember how in the episode on expectation management we talked about how important it is to make sure you're on the same page with all the people involved in your project, right? Well, the chances are that if you're in a conflict with somebody else, your points of view don't really align. It is really worth it to try to understand their perception, their perspective on the situation that you're in, and try to understand it. And usually, once you do, the situation will just present itself. Sounds easy, right? Well, those conversations usually go off track. We might find ourselves defensive, or even worse, aggressive. We might question the other person's goodwill, competence, or intelligence. This is not a really good way to build a working relationship. The trick I use is whenever I'm faced with such a difficult situation, a difficult meeting or conversation, I try to actively put myself in the curious mode. It means only asking questions that you really are interested in hearing the answers to. It means not assigning blame or accusing anybody of anything. You need to remind yourself that you're there to listen and to understand the other person's point of view. Once you do understand, it's much easier to figure out a solution that is gonna work for both sides or discuss anything, because you will know what kind of arguments sound appealing, right? Of course, it's easier said than done. It requires practice to distance our ego from the situation, to stop talking about what we want, but listen and focus on what the other person needs. It's like Buddha said, if your mouth is open, you're not learning. Whenever we're talking, we're sacrificing the time that could be spent listening and learning from the other person. Learning can mean different things. Even if we think that the other person is completely wrong on the technical level, we can still learn about them. And this will make it easier for us to work with them in the future. But remember, nobody ever is 100% wrong. Also, if that doesn't convince you, there's the famous quote, nobody ever listened themselves out of the job. Keep that in mind, listen more, and remind yourself you're here to learn, and this will make it a bit easier to get through those difficult conversations. Good luck! If you listened all the way till the end, patiently learning, well, I congratulate you. Why don't you subscribe to our channel to get more tips like that? Also, why not share it with some of your friends and make their day a bit easier? Maybe that's exactly what they need right now. Remember, sharing is caring. Thank you. Bye. Now it's over for real.